David was a successful businessman who seemed invulnerable to life's hardships. He was full of ambition, energy, and a drive for success. Together with his wife, Emily, and their 2 children, they led a prosperous life, enjoying comfort and achievements. However, one day, life presented David with a severe trial that he could not have foreseen. It all started with a slight indisposition that David initially attributed to fatigue and stress from work. But when the symptoms worsened, he decided to see a doctor. After a series of examinations and tests, he was given a terrifying diagnosis: cancer. The doctors did not offer hopeful prognosis, and David's world seemed to collapse. In an instant, his life changed, and all his plans and dreams were under threat. In the first days after the diagnosis, David was in a state of shock and despair. He did not know how to break the news to his family, how to explain to the children that their father was seriously ill. It was difficult for him to imagine how they would cope with the situation. During the toughest moments, Emily was his support, believing in his strength and seeking ways to help her husband fight the disease. One day, Emily suggested that he turn to prayer. She was a deeply religious person and believed in the healing power of prayer. Initially, David was skeptical, thinking that no prayers could change his medical condition. But seeing how prayer helped Emily cope with her own worries, he decided to give it a try. The first time David prayed, it was awkward and clumsy. He did not know what to say or how to address God. But gradually, day by day, prayer became more natural for him. He began praying not only for his healing, but also for the strength and wisdom to cope with the situation, for comfort for his family, for support and hope. Several months passed, and David began to notice changes in his condition. Of course, the disease did not disappear immediately, but he started to feel an inner strength that helped him fight. He became calmer and more balanced, and his mental state improved. Prayer became a source of inspiration and hope for him. He began to believe that even in the most challenging situations, one could find support and comfort. Emily also noticed positive changes in her husband. He became more optimistic and determined, and his attitude affected the rest of the family. Together, they began to seek additional treatments, consult various specialists, and never lost hope. Prayer became an integral part of their lives, helping them find strength and not give up. One of the most significant moments in David's life was when he met a young man, Michael, in the hospital. Michael was also battling cancer and, like David, was seeking comfort and support. They started spending a lot of time together, sharing their experiences and struggles. Michael told David about his faith and how prayer helped him find the strength to fight the illness. These conversations became an essential part of the healing process for both men. They began to pray together, supporting each other during tough times. David realized that prayer was not only a way to communicate with God, but also a means to connect with other people, to find and offer support. As time went by, David's condition gradually improved. The doctors were amazed at his progress, but David knew that it was not only the medical treatment, but also the power of prayer, faith, and the support of his loved ones that helped him overcome the difficulties. He felt that through prayer, he found an inner strength that allowed him to cope with the illness and find meaning in the toughest trials. David's story is an example of how prayer can become a source of strength and hope in the fight against a serious illness. Prayer helped him not only deal with physical suffering, but also find inner peace, meaning, and support in the most challenging moments of life. May his story inspire others to seek spiritual strength and believe in a better future, even when it seems that hope is lost.